Yeah, so I'm here gonna get some grub, and as you can see, my ride, kinda not a Jeep, is sitting out there by itself. So it's early in the morning, little after 6:30. See ya. Evidently, I got here a few minutes early. So right now I'm waiting for them to open up the gates. Well, that's fine. This is what I see so far. Anyway, they're going to be opening up the gates here in just about a minute. See ya. I've arrived at horse camp. I'm trying to keep this steady. Uh, Not doing so good, evidently. But it should smooth out here as we get to the top. And the location is in view. That far bigger, wider tree coming up there. It's about 12 after 8. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. This morning I find myself once again at Chino Hills State Park. Nice rolling hills. They're not as green as they were several months ago, but nonetheless it's a nice park. And I found myself underneath this very nice tree that's going to shade me throughout my activation. And hopefully with your retroactively crossed fingers, I'll be successful in doing that today. So once again, thank you for joining me here. Let's see what happens today. I'm pretty hopeful. I'm starting pretty early, so that would be a good thing for me. All right, give me a few minutes and I'll be right back. Ciao. Hello, welcome back. I'm just about to start calling CQ. Thank you for waiting for me. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this is going to be a good activation. I am currently on 20 meters. 14.063 is my frequency. So let me go ahead and send out a couple of QRLs. I've told my friends where I am. I've got the frequency in my notes, in hammers. I've got that posted on the POTA spotting page and my friends. So here we go. There we go. And let's go ahead and make this. There we go. When I first turned the radio on, I was on 14.050. I saw, actually heard somebody coming in loud and clear So let's hope that this is going to be okay here. Cup of coffee. There is a very slight, almost imperceptible breeze. I can see my Parks on the Air antenna, banner, just having a slight wave. But I'm sure glad I'm wearing shorts because I can feel a slight breeze caressing my legs. How about that? Caressing my legs. I'm gonna get my other glasses. All right. Hello. Walking in and through this tree makes me feel like I'm in a forest. The way this tree has changed over the years makes it very, very nice. It's got a wide umbrella shape, of which I am fully taking advantage of. Now I know I heard people on here, which is why I picked 20 meters to begin. Uh-huh. Ah. That was my friend Eric in Illinois, and my sending is atrocious right now. Whoa, that was pretty bad. Eric, sorry, bro. that wasn't so good. Every now and then, my fingers just. Considering this is my first. No excuses. I just messed up. Evidently, that wasn't set on repeat. By the way, Eric is one of our instructors at the Long Island CW Club. You know, I didn't check my phone to see what the propagation was today for 20 meters, but if I got Illinois, I'm sure I'll get, well, I'm hoping to get Minnesota. I'll get Don up there. There's some folks in Colorado. We'll see. I even know a friend in Washington. Imagine that, me with friends. I am running QRP. I'm giving them the full 5 watts, and at this point I think I need all the watts I can get. Well, there were some people up here. This location is called Horse Camp, and off in the back over there, there's some horse pens and whatnot, temporary pens to be sure. And as it turns out, I'm here by myself today, once again. So, yeah, it's nice. It's quiet, slight breeze. The shade is wonderful. Being in direct sunlight has a high warmness to it. So, I'm doing fine right now. Ah. Colorado this morning. I am rusty this morning. I keep not sending everything on the key like I should be. It's bugging me that I'm doing that. Something interesting, the last two calls that came in, they're someplace other than their home. Um, they were calling in states that were different. One was Colorado. Let me break in here. After this last contact, the band seemed to dry up. I started band hopping by first going to the 10-meter band. Having heard nothing there, I moved to 15 meters and then to 17 meters, all the time not hearing any responses. I eventually moved back to 20 meters. In the meantime, however, two ladies riding their mountain bikes stopped by and we started a conversation. When I was ready to call CQ POTA again, an hour had gone by. Sorry about that. I'm back. I'm back on 14.063. Evidently, I've been on 10, 15, and 17, and it was nothing. So I'm told that maybe 20 meters might be the place to go again. So here I am now. In the meantime, I had a nice little chat with two gals on their doing their mountain biking. Um, so that's that works out nicely. And I think it was the what's her name, Priscilla, was the one who took the pictures of me sitting in here. So. Uh, and it's usually the case whenever you see a picture of me doing stuff, somebody else has taken the picture. Park staff, people hiking by, things like that. I try to, get them to do that. And they end up asking some questions. They took off on their mountain bikes down the road, so, they're having fun. Arkansas. Okay, that was Arkansas. That was great. And you know what? I didn't do anything as far as I've been sending 73 instead of 72s. I'm going to have to fix that with the next one. 5. The last guy who contacted me from Arkansas, he was very nice, very, very nice. So what he did, he was coming in at maybe 20 words a minute, and I'm basically responding at 15. That's what I'm doing. So he sent me his call sign, and that's when I was chatting with you at that moment. And so I heard something. I stopped the repeating call. Excuse me. I stopped the repeating call, and he sent his call. I got KF. I think it was KF. Was it? That K7. And I sent a question mark. He sent it back, and then the second time he did that, he went ahead and dropped it to about 14 or 15 words a minute. Very nice, and he sent his date 3 times. That was very nice, and I appreciate that. So one of the things that I do, first of all, I can probably copy at 20 words a minute because what I'm doing here is rather formulaic. But I guess as important as that, because I am not the best, I still don't have great copying skills. Along with that, sending at that speed is hopefully it's not as intimidating for newer CW operators to contact me. I know when I was doing this at first, you had some guys going 30 miles an hour, and I can barely jog at 5, right? So I was quite intimidated. So to keep that intimidation factor down, I keep the speeds slow, for that reason as well. One is for me, but I think more importantly, even as I gain more confidence and so forth, I don't think I'm ever going to do anything faster than this because it'll help newer operators. So I guess that's part of my teacher thing or trainer thing. Ever what? if this keeps up, I might have to break out my mic and see what I can do. I don't have a problem with sideband. It's just, Morse code is, to me, a much more romantic way of communicating. It, harkens back to 80, 100 years ago when people communicated that way, because that was the only way they can communicate. I often wonder, what would those hams 100 years ago, what would they think about the state of ham radio today? With all the radios and filters, and I got a little box like this with which I can talk around the world, and their radios back then were the size of refrigerators, and that's just for the transmitter. The refrigerator sized receiver was standing right next to it. So I wonder what it would be like to go back in time and take something like this and just, it would be awesome. As much as ham radio at the time was magic to those people who really weren't acquainted with it, this would be, magic squared if they were to see equipment like this. But nonetheless, Morse code does evoke that sense of romanticism back to a older time. Ten minutes on 20. Unbelievable. Only got one contact. Okay, from Michigan, sending me a 449. I slowed down or gave a lot of space in between letters. So this gentleman operator from Michigan, very slow. So I tried to space everything out a little bit more. He seemed to get everything. He gave me a ... He gave me a 449. So we're good to go. 6 contacts. 7 to go. Seven. When I sent him the signal report, sent him a 559, but when he responded to me, his signal was like awesome. He is in Montana, I think. Yes, Montana. Signal was awesome. Beautiful, beautiful signal. So, let's call it quarter till. Let's see another 10 minutes. I don't think I have a choice, do I? Because nobody else is hearing me on any other band. I was heard in Canada, RBN, 12 dB, 16 words a minute. I mean, come on, fellas. thought I heard something in there. Hmm. Hmm. So I'm here thinking about what I'm going to do. I haven't heard anybody on the adventure frequency, 144-580. Is it 144? No, 146. So I'm off. I guess I'm just going to have to wait it out. 8 contacts. But by now you might know that I don't like to do just 10. Let me get to 10 first. Right now I feel pretty good about the contacts, but nonetheless, safety contacts or safety cues always helps out. Aside from the fact that you're getting more contacts, if you load one of those first 10 and you missed it, you get the wrong call, so whatever, as it's happened to me previously, it's always good to have safety cues. After the band dried up again, I decided to try sideband. The phone portion of 20 meters was a lot more chaotic. It seemed to me that I could get out, but nobody could hear me. I struggled for about 45 minutes before I made my last contacts.
November 6, Victor November India from Kilo Foxtrot 0, India November Echo, W55 into New Mexico. Thank you very much for the flyby. Have a great afternoon and stop free.
Park to park. Whiskey 1 Sierra Alpha Victor, park to park. Whiskey 1, Sierra Alpha Victor. Whiskey 1, Sierra Alpha Victor, Washington 1, Sugar America Victoria.
Whiskey 1, Sierra Alpha Victor, I've got you a 4x2 in my park, Uncle Sam 0910, back to you.
Roger that. Please say again, signal report.
You are a 4x2, 4 Mexico, and I have a second operator.
Roger that. I copy a second operator coming. Oh my God, I didn't get your call sign. I'm sorry. I got you 3333 from US 1139. That's US 1139 in Southern California. And your call sign, please.
The call sign is Chino, Foxtrot, Zero, India, November, Echo.
That's a good copy. Kilo Foxtrot 0 India November Echo. I also copy you at a 33 here into US 1139 in Southern California. Can I please get the call sign of the other operator?
This is the first operator, Alpha Bravo 2, Sierra Golf. I repeat, Alpha Bravo 2, Sierra Golf.
Thank you very much. That's a good copy. I'm sending my all of my 10 watts QRP to you this way, and so I'm very glad that I got you in New Mexico. Over.
Become a very difficult copy. We have you in both of our log books. Thank you for the contact. Have a great observation.
7-3. Good luck to you.
Kilo India 5, Zulu Lima Foxtrot.
Well, this activation was not what I expected. I've got 10 contacts, and one of them, two of them, well, there were, two of them were park to park. Those are sideband contacts. I believe I had another one before that. So I, as I tend to do, I tend to wait too long. I've been here now. I got here at 8 o'clock, set up around 8:30, started at 9. It's now 12:15. It's been a long activation. Frustrating. I could hear good signals coming in, but there were a lot of people that couldn't hear me on sideband. And yeah, it was just difficult. I was able to make one contact, which happened to be 2 operators at another park. That got me to 10. I don't think I got 11. At this point, I don't remember. It's been a long activation. I've enjoyed it to an extent. Now it's just got to be too much. But I did activate, which was okay. And I will definitely be trimming this video down. So, because I'm not going to subject you to the long waiting of nothing. But it'll be good. I'll get my 10 contacts in there. You'll get to see them. I'll get to show them off, and it's another activation notch on my belt. So for that, I'm grateful. I'm a little tired. I'm hungry. I want to go eat something. But in the meantime, I want to thank you very much for sticking with me. This activation wasn't as delightful as I would like it to have been, but you know what? Any activation is a good activation. So that being said, again, thank you for being with me. Thank you so much. Hope my words and face find you well. So for now, thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Ciao for now.